At fullback, returning for Mike Raya. 6 of the side were in the team that lost 63-6 to Australia in July. Well, Slattery replaces the injured Farr Jones for Australia, and the experiment with Eales at number 8 has been abandoned. He reverts to lock. Michael Lynagh, the new captain, he's winning his 50th cap. Well, it wasn't a great start for Lynagh, who missed 3 easy first-half penalties, but he did get 2 others. We joined the game with half an hour gone, and Australia still 6-0 up. Gerald Davis and Bill Calcraft are with our commentator, Bob Simmons.
Tap back again then by Ofahangawi this time for Australia. Slattery tied in there, so it's Jeff Miller playing the scrum half roll, now joining in. Great drive by the Wallaby forwards. As they go to ground, Australia looking then for the second phase ball. Lots of bodies in there, preventing the ball coming back. Now it does for Lynagh. Bringing Campese into play. There's an overlap here and surely a try. Marty Roebuck, the fullback. So after some 34 minutes then of this first half, it's fullback Marty Roebuck who gets the first try of the game, extending Australia's lead to 10 points to 0. And they were queuing up for that one, weren't they?
This is looking from this front-on view. Certainly Australia knew what they were doing there. See Campese sneaking in from the blind side, and once he got behind the fence, it's just a matter of hands to the wing, elementary stuff, and they scored a try. But you do sense that Australia really knew what they were doing there, the way they drove the ball up through the forwards, delivered to the backs at the right time, and that's the result.
Marty Roebuck getting his 3rd international try in just his 7th international appearance. And he had men over. As it's the skipper then, Michael Lynagh, who looks to add the extra points to that first try of the game. Very close, very unlucky. But with some 35.5 minutes gone then of the first half, Australia well in control at 10 points to 0. So really testing time again for Wales then, as Australia turn their superiority into points. This time an obstruction against the Australians. Very difficult to control. Ring struck that well. The crowd tell you here at Cardiff Arms Park that it's there. So Mark Ring's penalty goal then has brought Wales back in it. My word, it seems incredible that Australia only lead by 7 points. Mike Griffiths for Wales, Ewan Mackenzie for Australia on this side of the scrum who went down. Roebuck feeds. Will we get a back row move here maybe? Ofahangawi struggling. Beautiful pick-up though, and he can go for the line himself. So terrible blindside defending there by Wales on that occasion. Peter Slattery, in his first full game for Australia, gets his 2nd international try, and my word, that was easy.
And the problem was, I think, that the Welsh went to put an 8-man shove onto Australia, tried to disrupt the Australian scrum. They all had their eyes down, and in the meantime, of course, whilst they were still in the scrum, Slattery was sneaking away on the blind side, nobody in defence, and a clear run to score.
Good ball again then for Tony Daly, the prop, to show his pace. The ball alive for Australia. Slattery goes sniping in there, gets good support too from Phil Kearns, number 2. Chance then for Australia maybe to roll this ball on. Bodies finally go to ground, but the ball looks to be coming out on the Australian side. Yes, here it comes. Phil Kearns playing scrum half, gets a good pass out to Lynagh. Pooran, into space goes Roebuck to Campese. All the way, David Campese. Here the floodgates are about to open. David Campese getting his 43rd international try with just his 3rd touch of this game, and Australia creating the chance for him perfectly.
But whilst there was good play coming from Australia, the Welsh defence was all at 6s and 7s here. They didn't know which man to take. 2 of the centres were out of position, it seems to me, allowing the position then in the way clear for David Campese.
So now it's Campese. Up goes Campo, up towards halfway. Good support from Eales. What a good athlete he is, what a good pass that was. Roebuck Hacked on then by Slattery. As back goes Ian Evans. There are bodies all over the place as Wales look to defend. Evans, the skipper, in trouble as Little, the centre, plays flanker for the Australians. Miller, a chance here surely for Tim Horan. He's got the legs off Emyr Lewis. So it's Timmy Horan then who gets that try behind the posts. Australia's 4th try, and there are bodies everywhere in that 22.
That's just an outstanding try by any standards. I don't think I've ever seen so many exhausted football players. And the secret to all that play was really some brilliant tackling and consistent tackling from the Australians. And that's the difference. Heavy, consistent tackling. Eventually they got the ball, and that's the result. There's just nothing left.
But it just seems to me yet again that it was Wales with the possession, that they should have kept possession, and they lost it. And it's from then that Australia had the final move to get the try for Horan.
Liner in his 22 decides to open it up then. Up at speed. There came Robert from fullback, but he was well tackled by Gibbs. Jeff Miller, though, coming away for Australia. He's had a fine game for them this afternoon, and they're queuing up to handle in this move. Campese again injects the pace, sidesteps, gives the pass to Liner. He can go all the way himself. He's got Ngawe should he need him. He doesn't need him. So another superb move then, and a superb try by Australia as Michael Liner celebrates his 50th cap with that superb try.
Well, it's a matter of just too much energy from the Australians at the end. Good clean possession. Miller did well to pinch that ball and to set it up cleanly. Plenty of people on the short side. And Campese, well, he was probably having a bit of fun there. He could have given it early, could have given it several times. Liner with plenty of support on the outside and inside.
And surely now just seconds left. Jones to Ring. Evans, well tackled again, told by the referee to release the ball immediately. But it comes out to Ring. Ray outside him. Chance here maybe, takes the man well. Webster was charging into Campese, gets it out to Hall. Ray again on the burst. Lawrence Delaney, one of the few times he's had the ball in his hands here today. Jenkins the prop. We're now 5 minutes into injury time at the end of this game. And Ring sends the flat ball there to Clement. Knocked over, though, by Horan. There's a touch of 7 aside about this game now, and Poitevin maybe, yes, can set Marty Roebuck away for his 2nd score. So Australia then up to 36 points. A 2nd try in this game for fullback Marty Roebuck to go with the one that he scored against Wales at Brisbane on his international debut. The conversion is over from Michael Liner, and that's it. That's it then. Australia through. The final score, Australia 38, Wales 3.